I think I made it. I think I got the countdown right tonight. I think. Now, we are operating on a different setup tonight because it's cold outside. So, I'm up here in the cubby hole. I don't even know what you want to call it, but it's where I'm at. So, we're on. Let me make sure that I'm actually broadcasting something. Looks like there was some sort of an ad for Rasmussen University. So if you're looking to go to a university, apparently you can check out Rasmussen. Rasmussen? I don't even know where that is. Anyway, that's the ad for tonight. And then it jumped to another ad. So it's a twofer night. How lucky can that be? Now, what I want to know is, can you hear me? Am I coming through? Because I'm on a different microphone tonight as well. So here we go. I'm going to skip that ad just to make sure. And there I am. So I apparently am on. At least I think I am. Anyway, let's do some announcements. Always have to start off with announcements. I have two other channels. If you didn't know that, two other channels. I have RobMotive FST, all about a recently added new full-size truck. It is the full-size truck channel, by the way. And then we have RobMotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. So if you wouldn't mind, and you haven't before, please check them out. Please subscribe, stuff like that. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, the like button, thing looks like that on here, because it helps out. We have 20 people on here and only 5 people like it. I don't know. All right, some discount codes. We have discount code RobMotive over at sparksparts.com. Gets you 5% off Toyota parts, like for the Tacoma or the Tundra or the Camry or the Prius or anything else that you might need over there. And then we have discount code RobMotive10 for 10% off at Tough Skins. Over on the RobMotive JT channel, I have a pretty cool install coming up on the Jeep Gladiator that the guys from Tough Skin sent me. Should be pretty cool, so make sure you check that out. It should be awesome. Now, as I said, it is cold here today. It was 53 degrees while I was running around shooting a video today. Oh, and if you're wondering why I keep looking over here, because that's where the mic is. You see, I'm talking on this thing right here, this thing. So if you see, I need to set it in front of me. That way, I suppose I won't always be looking off to the left. It's like, well, it's my left anyway. It's like, what the heck are you looking at? Well, now you know. I'm looking at the microphone. So anyway, it is cold. Really puts a damper on shooting mods outside. I have grown quite accustomed to the 70 to 80 to 100 degree weather that we have here. So it's quite chilly when it's not quite so warm outside. But tomorrow I do have some more to do. Tomorrow is going to be a Tacoma / Ram 1500 day. For those of you interested, I did add a new truck, as I mentioned. It's on the RobMotive FST channel. And I've got to say that for the most part, it's gotten a pretty warm reception. I had discovered a while back that the Tundra faithful seem to like the Ram product. They don't like Ford. They don't like Chevy. But for some reason, the Ram product seems to be pretty good. But I have had a few that are unhappy, let's say. I don't know why people get so emotionally involved. I mean, unless you own stock in the company or maybe you work for the company or something, then I get it, right? You've got some skin in the game other than maybe just you own one. But the reception has been pretty good. I'm a little surprised, but happy about that. So again, if you're interested, it is RobMotive FST. That's Frank Sam Thomas for full-size truck. Check it out. So we've been doing some stuff. Been doing a lot of mods for the Ram for sure, because I get excited when I get something new like that. But also been doing some stuff with the Tacoma. I had the video come out yesterday. I think it was, or maybe it's today. No, it was yesterday. The new one comes out, probably out any moment if it's not already. But that was on the panel on the back of the seat in the rear that I can Velcro holders to and put things back there. And I got to say, it came out really well. And I've got some stuff coming. The reason I didn't show anything, well, there's two reasons. One, the video would have been way too long. And two, I didn't have the stuff yet because I had a little trouble finding some things. But then I hit the gold mine. I found everything that I needed. It's all coming in. So stay tuned for a video on that if you're interested to see what I actually do with that panel that I put on the back. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, then you'd have to watch yesterday's video. I'm just saying. Let's get to a few comments here. There are several. Hopefully, my mouse, I got a message, of course. Right when I go to start, two things happened when I was setting up the live stream. One, it wanted my password. I don't know what my password is, so I found it. And then after I get it up, it says my battery on my mouse is low. So I may lose my mouse during the live stream. I hope not, because that's how I can scroll through the comments, you know, when they jump and do crazy things, and I can move the screen down and see stuff. So just so you know what happened, I don't know. John Bailey says, happy RobMotive Monday, like and subscribe. Words to live by right there, particularly the happy, like and subscribe. Those are great words, John. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. M. Jones gave the old thumbs up, as did 12 others, but only 12 out of the 26 bodies on here now. I don't know. John Fletcher says, happy birthday. And then yes must be for the hearing part. And it's not my birthday, fortunately. It's my birthday is in June. So it's quite a ways away. The older you get, the less you look forward to the birthdays, although it really should be the other way around. Because you see, every birthday that you have is another year that you've made it, you know, because if your birthdays stop, it's not so good for you. You know what I'm saying? Randall Upton. Randall, what's up there, buddy? Randall says, here you find, thank you. And by the way, Randall sent me a picture of a Christmas gladiator, I guess. Somebody had wrapped it in like Christmas theme stuff. No. John Bailey says, hear you smile. So you're hearing me well. I appreciate that. Philip Huggins says, howdy. Yes, crystal clear, just thumbed up. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that. Jack Southall. By the way, I'm going to try to pronounce every last name I get tonight to the best of my ability. So here we go. Jack says, loud and clear. Awesome. Otherwise, I'd just be some guy sitting in front of a screen, looking at myself, talking to no one. That wouldn't be a good thing, I don't think. I don't think. Chase Pest for you, the old triple thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. William Dean. Now, there is an easy last name to pronounce. William, how you doing? Thanks for all the inspiration with my new taco, and happy birthday. Again, it's not my birthday, but you're welcome. I'm glad to help. I do the videos for a few reasons. One, to feed myself. Two, to help everybody else out. And three, because I enjoy doing them. I guess I'm a bit of a ham, you know. Although I don't like watching them back particularly. And I think that's because you spend so much time doing the videos. I mean, you did the video, obviously. And then you download the video, you edit the video, you upload the video, and then you have to tweak it a little bit after that. And, you know, who wants to watch? I don't want to watch myself 10 times. You know what I mean? You know, 5 or 6 is plenty, which I recommend everybody do, by the way. You know, if everybody watched the videos like 5 or 6 times, you know, that'd be really cool. Let's see, that goes back to the feeding yourself part, you see. Tacoma Geeks says, howdy all, with a thumbs up. Tacoma Geeks, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Philip Huggins says, the mic is clearer than the others. Yeah, it's a more professional mic, I guess. I mean, again, this is what I'm talking on. So it's much more sensitive, I guess, than the old cell phone mic. Although the iPhone does really well, I think. A lot of the videos I shoot with the iPhone, so it works pretty well. Very easy to download too, which I like. Excuse me. Let's see. Kevin Cocos. Howdy, Roberto. Triple thumbed up. Thank you. How you doing? Well, I'm doing pretty good, I think, right now. I'm cold. It's cold outside. You know, when you live in the South, down here in South Texas, the houses aren't really that well insulated because it doesn't usually get too cold for very long. So when it does get cold, you can feel it, let me tell you. Let's see. VR Adventure says, why not in the garage today? That's why, because it is cold. It's cold in the garage. So there's no reason for me to be in there. I can be up here. And I think the sound quality is probably better. People are saying it is, and I don't know about the picture. Yeah, I think I look just as attractive as usual, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Philip Huggins says the overall quality is way better. Well, there you go. I'm not surprised. It's better equipment in here. Chad Canot says, good evening, Rob. What's up? Chad, I'm just hanging out, talking to you guys, seeing what you guys are doing. How is it where you guys are? Is it cold? I imagine unless you're in California, Florida, or somewhere else in the world, it's probably cold. It's probably cold. M. Jones, you can also buy gift cards from Sparks Parts. There you go. There you go. Gift cards from the Sparks Parts. Taco Driven says, what's up, Rob, man? It's been cold here, too, in Tampa. Hit low 30s last night. Yeah, what's the deal? I mean, it's not supposed to be cold in Florida, in South Texas, in California. It's supposed to be warm, isn't it? Mumphy says, howdy, Rob. Mumphy, how you doing there, buddy? Saw your phone holder video today. I have the same thing in my Tacoma. I love it. It's awesome. I'm going to put a similar kind of thing in my Ram 15 Hondo. So it should be pretty cool. Actually, using some parts from my custom phone mount that I did in the Tundra. Every time I get close to the camera, it wants to focus on my hand. So I guess I have to keep my hands down so it doesn't keep focusing weird. Taco Driven says, I'm going to tint my taco's windshield 35% ceramic. Hope I can see at night. Yeah, I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't be able to see at night. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Mumphy, a couple friends and family have talked about the Power Wagon as an impressive truck. It is, but it's just too much truck. You know what I mean? It'd be like me buying a Ram 2500 or a Chevy heavy duty or a Ford heavy duty, whatever. I mean, they're nice, but I don't need anything that capable. You know, I'm not pulling a house trailer or anything, you know, but they're nice. I mean, I like them. Taco Driven. Wait, what? You bought a Ram truck? Oh, come on, man. Yeah. You apparently don't watch RobMotive FST. I mean, you just let the cat out of the bag. There is my new Ram 1500 over there. The money. Ha ha. So true, Rob. Us Yoda fans will let the Dodges slide. Yeah, why is that? What is it about the Ram that for some reason Toyota people, I'm talking about fanatics here, not just fans. You see, there's a differentiation between the two. I'm a fan. I love the Toyota product. I mean, I've had umpteen Tacomas and 3 Tundras. Obviously, I like the product or I wouldn't keep buying them. But I'm not a fanatic. You know, it's not like I live and die by Toyota. They're not sending me checks every month. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I had to pay them to become a fan. So, you know, I don't get it, really. Scott Dub 67. Tacoma fanboys are the most emotionally involved in their trucks out of anyone. Pot calling the kettle black, Rob. No, I don't think so. I'm not a fanatic, that's for sure. I love the trucks, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fanatic. I'm really not. Let's see. I always get this name wrong. I don't know what it is. Wiley Ciotti. Wiley Ciotti. That's what I'm going with. You can't dodge. You can't dodge it, ram it. Haha. Very creative. Very creative. Randall Upton. Any birthday you can walk away from is a good one. Yeah, right? I mean, anymore, it's like when you're really young, birthdays are great. You can't wait. You get presents. You're another year older. But when you get older, it's like, I'm another year older. What the heck? But it's a good thing because if you weren't, the alternative, not so good. Let's see. Walter Lemus. I know I always screw your name up. I'm sorry. Is Little C getting a Ram? No. Brand, I told her that if she wanted to trade off her Wrangler, she could have the Tundra because she likes the Tundra. But apparently she likes the Wrangler a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't into that. Brand 7 Hondo says, Tacoma fanboy here, but does anyone have an opinion on the new Bronco Raptor? It's nothing I'm going to run out and buy. Now, the Ranger Raptor, on the other hand, I'm going to take a look at that because I'm just curious. That's all. Now, I'm not dumping the Tacoma, but it could be a good second midsize, third midsize truck. I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on it at all. I'm not a big fan of the new Bronco. I don't know if I care what they do with it. Randall Upton says, June what? Birthday? June 20, June 20th. That's my birthday. That's when I shall be another year older. Tana Bailey. Tana, what's up? Dang, Rob. I bet if Krista was there, you wouldn't be without batteries for that mouse. I know she is the glue to the team. Well, you'd think that she'd be watching this live stream right now. In any minute, she'd come up the stairway over there and throw a couple batteries at me. You'd think she would. I think they're AAAs. Case. Is the mouse button? Okay, it's not flashing. I thought the light was flashing on the mouse. That would be even worse. Michael Kokoza. That's what I'm going with. Hi, Rob. How's it going? Checking in from New Hampshire. Well, I'm glad you're here, Michael. I hope you're doing well up there. I hope you're staying warm. Philip A. Huggins. How are Mrs. C and Louie doing? Louie is doing well. Krista's having the back problems. That's why she hasn't been on. Because she's having back problems. Nothing like trying to sit and be jovial or stand, which is what she'd be doing probably when you're having back problems. So V Money says, oh, Rob, cold to you Texans is like what, 55 degrees? I got to tell you, cold to me now is probably 70 and below. That's cold until we have a cold snap, and then 70 feels good. But after 100 degrees, when it drops to 70, that starts to feel pretty chilly. I'm just saying, especially if the humidity's gone. It's really about the humidity here, Michael Kokoza. That's right. Yes, cold here in New Hampshire and snow coming in tonight. You can have it. You can have the snow, the rain, the sleet, the ice, the cold. You can have it all. I don't want it. Philip A. Huggins, I read that. What did I do? Lose my spot? Yes, I did. Let's see if my mouse works. It did a little bit. There we go. Wiley Ciotti says the Buckeyes too cold. Haha, need some cheese. Haha. I don't get it. I don't get the reference. I don't get it. Kevin Coco says temperature is 60 degrees in Vegas. Outright balmy. I'd take 60 over 53, but I'd still be freezing to death unless there's a lot of humidity there, Kevin Coco's temperature is 60. I read that. Daryl Watts. I have a 2018 Dodge Ram 15 Hondo, and I want to change the grill. I'm guessing that's what it's called, where the air goes into the radiator. It is indeed. Do you know where I can get new ones? BAM Wholesale, Mopar Parts Online, Mopar Parts. There are many. Probably Amazon. They're all over the place. There are also third parties. I mean, all you got to do is get on the old Google, and search Ram 15 Hondo grill, and you'll find them easily. Walter, did you see the Bills versus the Chiefs game? Yeah, I saw both games yesterday. Wow. I could not believe that the Chiefs won that game. I thought when there was 13 seconds left, it was over. Amazing. Manny R. Just got a 2022 Blue Crush Metallic Tacoma. Curious on your thoughts on the color. I love it. My first Tacoma was very similar to that color. I was going to get that color, but I could not get it in the SR5 that I wanted. They didn't have it, and I'm not sure if you can get it in an SR5. Maybe you can. I think you can, but I wasn't able to get it. My choices were very limited, but I love the color. And congratulations to you on the new truck, by the way. Taco Driven. Sorry, brother. I'm start watching FST. LOL. I appreciate that. Again, if you don't know what he's talking about, it's RobMotive FST. It's my full-size truck channel, and I recently traded off the Tundra for a Ram 1500. You see, I've always loved the Ram truck. I had a Ram Rebel several years ago. It was my first Ram. There were a couple minor hiccups with it, nothing major or anything like that, and I loved the truck. I really did. Let's see. VR Adventures. Did you decide if you want to put lights on your sport bar? No, I haven't. My problem with that, I mean, I don't have a problem doing it. Problem is, it might make it too high. It wouldn't fit in my garage under the lift, and I won't park it outside. So that's the holdup. John Fletcher says, "What's for dinner?" We're going to have 2 scrambled eggs. That's for dinner. I'm on a little diet right now. You see, the wife said, "Rob, you're getting fat there, buddy." And so now I've lost. Let's see. 7.5 pounds. Is that right? Yeah, I think I've lost 7.5 pounds. Let's just do it right. Let's get it right here. Let's see. I was okay, and no, that can't be right. That's not right. That's not right. No way I didn't lose 17 pounds. 7 pounds. I've lost 7 pounds. So, and I probably have another, I don't know, 10, 15, something like that to go, I guess. So, you know, but 2 eggs. That's what I'll be having tonight. George Sawtooth. Now, there's a cool last name. What's your name? Sawtooth. George Sawtooth. I like it. George Sawtooth says, "Hey, is it normal for your shifter to rotate or twist on the Tacoma Automatic 2019? I assume you're talking about the shift knob, and no, it isn't. It's either stripped out or it's not tight, but it should not just continuously rotate. No. John Fletcher says, "Florida has been cool." Yeah, I've heard. It's cool everywhere right now. You know, that global warming business. D. Diver. Hi, Mr. Motive. Greetings from LA, California, Earth. Can you please give me a shout out with a shrug? What? Let's see. Michael Kokoza. Rob, I love what you do. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love my Tacoma, but can't wait to see what you do with the Ram. The Ram's going to be awesome. You know, every time I get a new truck, it's a blank slate. And if I'm being honest, I've already done several things to it. There's more coming. There's going to be something tomorrow, I think. Going to be a couple of things tomorrow. One I'm doing myself, one I have to take somewhere, and then some bigger things down the road. Let's see. Tacoma Geeks says, okay, my mouse, it's still working. Okay, Tacoma Geek says, Mod Blues. Apparently, 2021 plus Taco Sports and TRD skid plate not compatible. 17 millimeter bolts too short. 17 millimeter bolts too short. Anyone have solid alternatives for skid plates for my 21 4x4 Sport? You need to watch more videos on the channel. I put the TRD skid plate on my 2021 Tacoma. So I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Ryan DeBeer. I'm going with DeBeer. I don't know if that's right, but that's my best guess. George, do you mean the knob? Mine has loosened before. Alrighty, tighty. There you go. And if that doesn't work, you can put some little blue Loctite on the threads. I'd put them on the shifter threads rather than trying to dump it in the knob, and it will tighten up. And then you'll also be able to remove it if you want, because blue Loctite is not permanent. Where was I? Mumpy says, Rob, you're only 2 days off my birthday. Awesome. Are you one way or the other? Huh? And I'm imagining you're probably quite a bit younger than I am, I think. let's see. John Fletcher says, I must have started something with the false birthday wish. Apparently, people see the birthday, wish, and then everybody's got to wish you birthday, even if it's not your birthday. I don't know. It's not my birthday. Michael Bravo says, hi, Rob. Mike from Bay Area, California. Hey, you're in the Bay Area. Have you ever seen or heard of the Pirate? There's a guy down there. He calls himself the Pirate. And for a while, I don't know if he's still doing it, he was selling pearls on one of those online network kind of things. And he goes out to the bars and stuff, and he dresses as a pirate. I'm just curious. Anyway, back to the comment where I've lost it. Where did it go? I'm going to find it. There it is. It says, congrats on the Ram. How would you compare the Hemi to the iForce? I'd be curious to know. I talked about that, I think, in the video yesterday, but I'm not sure. Better. I think it's a little better. I think it's a little stronger. I think it's a little quicker. It feels more powerful, more robust. I'm not talking about hugely different, but it does feel more powerful to me than the iForce does. Maybe it's just the new truck, blinders. I don't know, but it feels more powerful to me. Randall Upton says, what the Tacoma can't sleep outside like a Jeep, afraid it will shrink in the rain? Yes, that is exactly right. The Tacoma is so sensitive that it can't be out in the elements. Kevin Coco says, I was reading about the wastegate issue on the new Tundra. What's your thoughts in that? Everybody points to it being a supplier problem. And it's funny when you talk about that. People, again, the fanatics get up in arms. Well, it's not Toyota's fault. It's the supplier's fault. Okay, well, let me tell you this. Let's assume that you bought one of those Tundras and you have this problem. Who are you going to go back to get it fixed? The person who you claim is really at fault, which they are ultimately, or are you going to go into Toyota and have them honor your warranty? That's all you really need to tell me, Yeah, it's the supplier's fault, but ultimately the blame lies with Toyota for not vetting their suppliers properly. With a brand new truck, I would think they'd be paying really close attention to anything critical, particularly something that requires removing the cab of the truck to access. I mean, what owner wants to walk into the shop and see the cab of their truck torn off? It's pretty serious, I think. That's my thought. John Bailey says, my shifter rotates 2019 TRD Sport. I assume it doesn't. I assume it tightens, that it doesn't rotate continuously. Victor Garcia. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Victor, it's going well. I hope you're doing well. Dill's Place. Hey, Dill. What's up, buddy? Or budette? Did you leave the Tundra platform for any reason in particular? I didn't see a future in it for me immediately. I was not interested in the V6 twin turbo. I don't particularly care for the looks of the truck. There are not a lot of mods I can do because they simply don't exist because it's a new model. I am very skeptical that the hybrid is going to be what I had hoped it was going to be. If I'm wrong about the hybrid, I can trade the Ram in for it. I will be looking at it for sure once it's available. I don't think it's going to be available for quite a while yet, and I'm very concerned about problems. While problems make great internet content, I still am the one who has to deal with it, right? And this wastegate thing is perfect example of that. And people say, well, it's limited. It only involves a few. Yeah, which few? And would you want to be the one that it involves? I wouldn't. So that's it in a nutshell, basically. And they're charging a fortune. There's no way I would pay the premiums that they're charging for those trucks. And really, there's no way I'd even want to pay the additional $5,000 that the manufacturer Toyota has tacked on for the privilege of owning one of these new trucks that aren't even proven yet and aren't mind-blowing. And that's probably the biggest thing. I was not mind-blown by this truck. It's nice. They've brought it up to date, but they didn't do anything extra. They didn't really step out of their comfort zone. They merely brought it up to date with everything else that's out there. I think, and even subpar in some areas. So that's my long-winded answer. Let's see. M. Jones says, speaking of losing weight, did you buy a Ram to increase your chances of having to walk home? No more than that Ford that you're sporting up there, I'm saying. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be a tough one to pronounce, I think. IH must be International Harvester Cub Cadet. That's my guess. Hi, Rob. Greetings from Southern New Hampshire. 0 degrees on Wednesday. Love the videos. People shouldn't live in places like that. It's too cold. By the way, while I'm glancing off at the numbers, 45 people on here and only 25 likes. My feelings are hurt. You know what I'm saying? My feelings are hurt. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do that real quick. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm just saying. Micah. Hey, Rob. Let's see. Hey, Rob. Love getting inspiration from your videos as I mod my Tacoma 2021 cement gray. Nice color. Congratulations. I just put a sprint booster and oh my, it's a big difference. Love it. Definitely worth it. Aloha from Hawaii. Oh, the difference is amazing. I mean, the truck should be that way built. Don't get me wrong. You should not have to add anything to make the truck what it really should be, but it is what it is, and putting that unit on makes a heck of a difference, I got to say. How is it in Hawaii, by the way? Paradise, as I like to call it. Dave Fisher. Hi, Rob. I told my wife I'm shaving my beard like yours. She said if I do, I'll be sleeping on the sofa. I'm hurt. I'm offended. I'm hurt. My feelings are destroyed. She doesn't like little Fred here? I mean, I'm still getting used to it. Then originally I was just going to let it grow, so it'd be down here. It'd be like, that's all right. My wife doesn't like it either. So, Tacoma Geek says, your 2021 a sport. My 2021 is an SR5. Did you have 1 or 2 skid plates? I had 1. If you have the 2, you'd have to take the other one off as well. Rob, we verified the skid plate and my truck no fit. I fit the bolts needing removal on my Sport. The heads were 19 and not 17. There's a mix, actually. I think there's 19 and 17. And I'm telling you, it fits. You have to take the skid plates that are on it off, the front and the back. But I've done it. I've done it myself. Mark Dalton. Good evening, Rob. How's the weather in Texas? Mark, it's cold. That's why I'm sitting here with a sweatshirt and another shirt, because it's cold. Right now, my feet are cold because my heat's not kicking on. I don't know why. Michael Kokoza. I'll be watching to see what you do to the Ram. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had a 2018 Ram 1500 4-door. Only thing I would have done was get a Hemi. Mine was a 6-cylinder. Oh yeah, mine's the Hemi. I would not get a 6-cylinder to full-size truck unless I have to down the road. I mean, there's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to get an 8-cylinder. So either you buy used, keep what you have, or settle for the V6. That's what I'm going to have to do, as well as anybody else with that same scenario in the future. So it kind of sucks, let me tell you. Tacoma Geek says it was the skid plate bolts, not the Tacoma. I don't know. Like I said, I used what I've had on every one of my Tacomas, which was the Sport, the Off-Road, and now the SR5. You can go to the channel and look. There are videos on me putting it on. I used the bolts that it came with. I did not change anything. I don't know what to tell you. Donut says, Donut, now you're making me hungry. I'm thinking of putting overlay steering wheel emblem blackout cover on my 22 Tacoma TRD off-road. I've heard Toyota does not recommend due to the danger of being on the airbag. Dangerous. I wouldn't put anything over the airbag unless you're putting something on there, and this is my opinion. Do what you think is safe, and I am by no means telling you to do anything. Do we have that clear? Little disclaimer. Unless you're putting something that has spikes on it. I mean, come on. But you got to do what you are comfortable with doing, as with any mod that you do to any truck or vehicle, Let me scroll a little bit here. Where was Now I got to find my place again. You see how that goes? Gerald Connor says, "Hey Rob, thanks for validating us fellow SR5 owners from Southern California. The SR5, I've had the sport, I've had the off-road, I've had other versions, the pre-runner back in the day, the access cab SR5. The SR5 is the way to go unless you want a finished truck. If you're a modder and you like to do things, the SR5 or even the SR is the way to go. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense to buy a truck that's done and then rip things off, throwing money in the garbage and start over or replace. So the SR5 is the perfect trim level, in my opinion, for people like me. Anyway, Tacoma Geeks. So what scares me of Rams is this. How often do you see older Rams on the road? Down here in Texas, frequently. Not many, but I do appreciate their creature comforts. If you're worried about that, and if you're like me, you've got a 3-year warranty, bumper to bumper, or 36,000 miles. Trade it off. If it gives you problems, trade it in. I mean, that's what I'll be doing. And I'll be doing that not because I'm fearful, but to keep up on the channel. George Sawtooth, cool. Thanks, John Bailey. I was thinking something was broken. Great channel, Rob. George, thank you very much, and thanks for watching. Mark Gallarda, I'm just dropping the S altogether. I don't know if that's right. Agreed. Toyota screwed up the Tundra. They made it for a different audience, I think. I'm not sure what audience that is, really, but they certainly didn't make it for those of us that liked a lot of the things that were on the other one. So, all about 17. Not a fan of SUVs. 4Runner would fit great on your channel. Lots of great mod options. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 4Runner to begin with. It's not my thing. It's too big for me. It is an SUV, and it's not that I don't like SUVs. I thought about putting a Ram 4 on the channel. I'm not, by the way, at least not yet. But no, the 4Runner is not a vehicle I would be interested in. And if I'm not interested in it, it's pretty difficult for me to get on here and fake it. I'm not going to fake it. I'm just not interested in it. So if you like it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Wild Coyote. I did, man. I did. But you did it twice. You can only do it one time. It's like a light switch. Once is on, 2 is off. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't, while we're talking about it, smash that thing. Looks just like this right there. It's right on your screen somewhere. IH Cub Cadet. Yes, the IH is for International Harvester. What is that? What I said? International? I think it is. And you're correct. No one should live in these temps. I agree, man. So are you just a fan? Are you a farmer, or do you sell them? I'm curious why you chose that screen name. M. Jones, I agree with the move. Much larger YouTube community potential for you with a Ram or a Chevy than the Tundra. Yeah, the Tundra, I mean, it's number what? 5, 4, whatever, and the numbers are much, much lower. So for me, I want to draw as many people to the platforms as I can. So it only makes sense, and I like the Ram. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like it. Which is why I'm not interested in the Nissan Titan. I just don't like the truck. Doesn't mean I'll never have one, because I do have to kind of adhere to the full-size truck mantra. But a lot of people have said, well, why didn't you buy the Titan? I'm just not a fan of it, I like the Ram, though. I do. Ryan DeBeer. They call that a high desert mullet here in Southern California, Rob. I never heard that in my life. So I don't know why they'd call it that, but it's okay with me. I don't care. Old School says, what's a good price for a 2022 SR5 4x4 Tacoma access cab? I couldn't tell you. I have not looked at pricing on the access cabs, and I really haven't seen any. So I don't know. Maybe somebody else will chime in on that. Automan Dan says, hey guys. Hey Dan, how you doing there, buddy? Old School says V6. Is that a pronunciation that you like the V6 or you don't? Bart Connors. Love my new Tacoma 2022 Sport 4x4. Lots of power. I would argue with you on the power part, but hey, if you're happy with it, that's all that matters because I'm not paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Automan Dan, sorry, I was late. I was busy helping my residents, and I was looking at 1911 pew-pews. You're always doing that, Dan. That's good for you. Automan Dan says, so Rob, how are you liking the new Ram? I love it. I love it. It's like being home again. Micah, definitely grateful to live in Hawaii. Paradise, where you can drive to the ocean in 80 degrees, get some sun, and drive up a mountain where it snows. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I've got to get there someday. My wife has been there. I've not been there. Automan Dan, thumbed up. Just did it. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. We do have 42 likes on here now. That's cool. We're nowhere near a record, but it's pretty cool. Automan Dan, I read that. Michael Kokoza. I have the SR 2021 and love it. Well, congratulations, man. And nothing wrong with that. The SR is an awesome trim level. Do you do any mods or anything with it? Or are you driving it pretty much as it was born? Michael Kokosa, thumbed up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do. I hope that translates to the thumbs ups over. They're right here on my screen, right there. I don't know if you guys have it, can see it. A lot of people said they can't see that stuff. I don't know why. I didn't block it or anything, or I just don't know what I'm doing, which is probably, more of the case. I don't know. Let's see. Justin Stevenson, thumbed up 3 times. Thank you, Justin. Philip A. Huggins says, do you miss the Voodoo Blue color, Rob? Oh, yeah, I love that color. It's probably my favorite color. Now, I don't miss how much it pops. When I drove that thing out in public, it draws the eye. And it's not like I'm trying to hide, but if I were to park it somewhere, I don't want it to stand out so much. You know what I mean? I want it to just blend in. And the magnetic gray metallic that I have, which I really like, blends in quite well. Doesn't stand out. And there's a million of them on the road. So it's not like, anybody's going to pay much attention to it. Michael Kokoza, he thumbed up. I got that. Tacoma Geek says, oh my God. Here's the thought, Rob. How about modding a Land Cruiser? Your channel would blow up. I doubt that. I don't know how many Land Cruiser people there are out there, but I'm guessing there are a lot fewer than Tacomas, Rams, and maybe not Jeep Gladiators, but that's like saying mod a Lamborghini. While it would be interesting to a few, there aren't a lot of people that own Lamborghinis. And one thing I have found about YouTube, and it's not to say there isn't an audience for that. Obviously, there is. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have blown up with that kind of a platform, then more power to you. I think that's great because I love the high-performance sport cars myself. But there are a lot fewer people that have them, so people can't relate. And it's very difficult to crack into that area unless you get lucky, I think. Let's see. Scott S. Scott, how you doing there, buddy? Scott says, just checking in, Rob. It's been a while. I know. I've been waiting, sitting around. I leave the light on. I don't know. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying warm over there. Let's see. Camaro Man 520. Hola, Roberto. I hope you're having a great Monday afternoon. I'm in the frozen tundra of Minnesota for training. Ew. Why would anybody pick a place like that to train? Good God, man. You're supposed to go places warm for that kind of stuff. Like you go to a resort in Florida or California or Hawaii if the company's really big. Or maybe you're in the military. Now, if you're in the military, I get it. Let's see. And then you said, what'd you say? I love the V6 versus a 4-cylinder. Oh, yeah. I don't see how the 4-cylinder can get out of its own way. I really don't. Automan Dan says, well, Rob, I love trucks, women, and pew-pews. God bless America. Well, that's good to know, Dan. I'm glad that you are happy in your skin because it'd be difficult if you weren't. Where was I? Tacoma Geek says, Merca. M. Jones says, you probably have to X out of live chat to see the like. I don't know. Michael Nihas. Hi, everyone. Michael, how you doing there, buddy? Camaro Man, I should say, 520. I have a 2018 SR5, and my dealer keeps calling me to ask if I'm ready to sell it back to them. I think I'll be crazy to part with my girl with only 45,000 miles. No, what you should do, because everybody claims that they're selling, the dealers, used Tacomas for more than the new ones. So you have an opportunity here. Your opportunity is, yeah, I'm interested in that. Here's what I want to do. I want to see your allocations, what you've got coming in. I'm going to pick one, and we're going to do a keys for keys. I'm going to drop my keys off and my truck, and you're going to give me the new truck, zero out of pocket. That way you get a brand new truck. It costs you nothing. That's the only way I'd do it if I were you. Let's see. Glenn Mikes brought home my 2022 Tacoma Off-Road Luna Rock on Friday. Congratulations. It's so nice. Two of my neighbors got their car stolen same night from a garage and driveway. Protect your key fobs in a key protector. People say that's happening. I'm sure it is. I've never known anyone to have it happen. Not at all. I've never known anyone to have a car stolen, period. Michael says, love the new Ram. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Kathy says, I like the gray color better than the Voodoo Blue. Just my opinion. I would tire of it, just as I did my teal Nissan pickup. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I did not buy the Inferno Tundra that I almost bought when I bought the Cement Tundra, because I was afraid I would tire of it. It would be too much. But I did not have that problem with the Voodoo Blue, though. Still love it. Michael Kokoza. Yes, I have done a few mods with more to come. Last week I did in-channel AVS rain vents. I have a video coming up about vents, and you made an awesome choice. Automan Dan says, well, Rob, I live in Idaho where it's 28 degrees. I don't know how you do it, Dan. I don't know how you do it. Kathy, the Midwest sucks big time right now. If you like being a popsicle, you would fit right in. Nope. M. Jones, used Land Cruisers can be well over 110,000. That's right. So imagine how small the audience is. I'm just saying. IH, Cub Cadet. I am a fan and collector of the 60s and 70s Cub Cadet garden tractors. Now I restore and repair power equipment on the side. Awesome. Just curious as to why the name. Scott, yes, you're staying warm. LOL. It's freezing up here. Just had snow for the past 2 days, but it's miserable. 14 whopping degrees right now, and it's gonna fall, I guess. That sucks. But it was only 53 here today, and it's been raining for like 2 days. But 73 tomorrow. Elizardo Rodriguez says, third generation taco for life, SR5 metallic gray with flat black. I just need that sprint booster. You do. You'll be amazed. Mark, if you search a 1,000,000-mile pickup truck, there are mostly Tundras and Tacomas. I believe it. No one doubts the reliability of the Tundras and the Tacomas. Kathy, Toyota can call me 1,000 times for my Tacoma, no deal. Well, you got to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Dill's Place. What's crazy is the dealer can make more on used right now than they can new. Yeah, so why not trade off your used keys for brand new? That's what I'm saying. Kathy says Toyota can call me. We knew that. Old school. So you own both a manual and auto Tacoma, which is better? That depends on you. I like both. I like manual transmissions because I like going through the gears, but I like autos because sometimes I don't want to go through the gears. I will say the manual Tacoma is definitely not up to date. It's a little clunky and it's a little notchy and it's just not smooth. Glenn Mike's going to be minus 25 wind chill tomorrow night in Northwest or Illinois. For a minute, I thought you said Florida. That sucks. Automan Dan, well, Kathy, I'm going to be in the Midwest in March. Hopefully it will be warmer by then. Probably not. Michael Kokoza, thank you. You're welcome. Tacoma Geeks, you know inventory is bad. When the parts and service peeps were appreciating my cement sport, I miss window shopping. Yeah, I miss that too. I do. Kathy says, how's Krista doing? Back problems. Back problems is why she's not on. Dill's Place. Let's see. Gears are too far apart on standard shift Tacomas. Yeah, it's still fun to drive. It's just not as fun as it could be, you know. Opportunity Overland. Just bought my 2022 Tacoma TRD Sport Premium Manual. Was 550 more taxes in than what? Let me start over. Just bought my 2022 Tacoma TRD Sport Premium Manual. Was 550 more taxes in than a 2019. LOL. I'm not sure what you mean. Michael Kokosa, heat wave tomorrow. Heat wave here, 73 degrees. I'm going to be toasty, let me tell you. Scott S. Oh, man, I can only wish for probably 40 would be nice. Yeah, it probably would be where you are. Yeah, 73 is going to feel really good after what we've had. Wet, rain, cold, wind. We even had a wind chill. You know, we had a winter weather storm or a winter storm advice or a warning the other day because we were supposed to get a coating of ice, like a real thin coat. Never did happen, but we had a winter storm warning. It was kind of funny. Winter storm in South Texas. What? Ang, what's up there, buddy? Ang says, "What's up, Rob? What's up, all? I hope all is well. Can't wait to see what you're doing with that truck, man." And those wheels look really familiar to me. I'm thinking they might be the same as what I had on my last Tacoma. I'm not sure, though, but I like them. I think they're good. Tacoma Geeks. Jesus, you picked up the Sport for MSRP at Opportunity Overland. I don't know. Automan Dan says, man, I've had 5 dealerships trying to buy my 2016 Kia Optima X with 68,000 miles. Should I sell for a hefty profit? Yes, I would sell. Jimmy Pham says, hi. Jimmy, hi. Automan Dan says, hey, Jimmy. Pat Healy. Pat Healy. My 2019 manual Tacoma hit 50,000 miles last week. Awesome. That's a lot of miles. I think mine has, it's pushing 1,000, something like that. Let's see. Ang says, Rob, I'll say this. When you see my Tacoma, the anti-chromist is going to come out to play. Is that a good thing, or did you add chrome? You didn't add chrome. No way. It's got to be the other way around. Camaro Man 520, I would trade it with what you mentioned, but I have too much invested in mods already that it will be not worth it. Yeah, that's the downside. If you've got a lot of mods, you either have to take them off or let it go, and that can suck. Scott S. I love the old International Harvester Cub Cadets. I regret selling my 81 Red 782. Jimmy Pham. Hi, Automan Dan. Philip A. Huggins. What's your thoughts on the GR division of Toyota? The GR division of Toyota. I'm not familiar with that. Michael Kokosa just got from a family member a 2010 RAV4 with only 61,000 miles on it, and we love that too. Yeah, I've been digging the RAV4. I really considered buying one for that channel, but I just couldn't. I had to stay full-size truck. Automated says, okay, I'll sell it for 18,000. If that's good, I mean, I don't know what you've got in it. I don't know what they're offering you. I don't know what it's worth. But hey, if you're going to make some dough, why not? Jimmy Pham says, Automan Dan, how you doing? And he's laughing like a madman. Literally can't wait. Dropping it off on Wednesday, getting it back Friday. So this time next week should be revealed. Well, we'll check that out. And if you're not familiar, Ang has a Tacoma channel. Check him out. He does have a Voodoo Blue SR5. Opportunity Overland. Stand for Gizzo Racing Rob. I may have heard of it. It sounds vaguely familiar now that you spell it out, I guess, but I don't know anything about it. Dill's Place says, is it still light outside? Light coming through the shades. Been dark here for over an hour. Yeah, it's light. It's dusk here, I'd say. Automan Dan, pretty good, Jimmy. Pretty good. Scott S. Yes, that's what I thought, Rob. You are under a winter you are under a winter advisory down there for ice. It's a bummer. Jimmy Pham, GR Supra. Yeah, I get it now. Glenn Mikes, anybody want to buy my 2008 FJ Cruiser 4x4? No, but if you're advertising it on my live stream, then I'll be awaiting that commission check. You know what I'm saying? That was easy. Let's see. Where was I? Tacoma Geeks. Fuel Enduro wheels are nice looking, classic Baja look. Yes, I agree. Philip Higgins, you guys don't have the Tacoma GRE Yaris and Corolla. They probably do. I don't know. Ang says, hashtag Team SR5. Old School says, Toyota Gazzo Racing. See, we already have some discrepancy. Now I'm completely confused. Elizardo Rodriguez, GR is only for cars. TRD is going to be for trucks. That's probably why I don't know about it. John Fletcher, straight temperature in northern New Mexico in the 80s, 48 degrees below zero. What? 48 degrees below zero. I don't know what that means. Kathy says, how much for the FJ? Ang says, oh, and yeah, they look very much like the ones that you had on the unicorn. That's what I thought. I'm not sure if they're the same ones or not. I think mine were Ansas. Were they Ansas? I don't know. I don't remember. Elizardo says hashtag, and then he went away. He thought better of it. Ang says, oh, and yeah, they look very much like, I read that already. Jimmy Pham says, and how is your family, Automan Dan? Scott S says, anything ordered yet for the Hemi Ram? Oh, yes. I've already done some stuff on it. So there are things coming. Old School says, GR86. I have heard of that. Automan Dan says, well, Rob, I bought it in March for 16. So if I sold it for 18, I could pay off the loan and pocket $2,000. But then you wouldn't have a vehicle, right? Elizardo says, hashtag Team SR5. There you go. Automan Dan says, good, Jimmy. They're good. Glenn Mikes, haha, I'm not selling it. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, man? Dill's Place. At Glenn Mikes, Auto Trader charges about $1,000 for a respectable ad. So that's down to $1,900 now. I'm just saying. Camaro Man at 520. Yay for Team SR5. There you go. Michael Kokoza. We are totally a Toyota family. My wife drives a 2017 RAV4. Awesome. Ang says, yeah, they are called like ProComp something. There's a lot that look the same, a different name. I got you. There's a name I certainly cannot pronounce since I do not speak Japanese, and I'm assuming Japanese since you said hi from Japan. Welcome. What time is it in Japan? It must be pretty late or early. I don't even know. Run Forest just got here. So did you get rid of any vehicles? You'll have to watch the live stream back. That's all I can say. Automan Dan says, Rob, take 2,000 use as a down payment on a hybrid SUV. Yeah, but then you're going to be in debt again. You need to make like 5,000 to justify it. Automan Dan says, duh, Rob, duh. Philip A. Huggins says, konnichiwa. I get it. Konnichiwa. Old School. I'm trading in my 2021 four-cylinder two-wheel drive SR tomorrow for a V6 SR5 4x4. Can't wait. Awesome. Congratulations. Dill's Place. Rob, if you had to pick one right now, what is the best full-size vehicle you have owned? Well, since I haven't had the Ram very long, I can't very well say that. The Fords were horrible. The previous Ram Rebel did have a couple little things. The Tundra Limited Crew Max in cement was probably the best one because it had no issues, made the trip from Texas to Ohio with no problems, and it was very comfortable. So probably that truck. Run Forest says, LOL, only watch back if Beans is chasing the stream up. Well, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you weren't, or classing the stream up. I wondered. That didn't sound right. You wouldn't know because you just got here. She could have been on for the first 52 minutes. You don't know. Ang says, I went to Toyota to buy a part for the Tacoma, and they were like, have you considered trading? I was like, no, it's okay. They didn't even inspect the truck, and they were like $45,000 right now, LOL. $45,000. I don't know what you paid for that truck, but $45,000. I'd probably sell it, take one out of allocation, and pocket some money or use it for mods, depending on what you paid for it. I don't remember. I think you may have disclosed that on your channel, but I don't recall. So $45,000. That's got to be tempting on an SR5, unless you were, upside down and paid a lot or something. I don't know the situation, but that's a pretty penny right there. Anyway, it's been almost an hour. I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat my 2 scrambled eggs. I'm going to hop off of here. I appreciate everybody being on. Again, if you haven't, please check out my other 2 channels, RobMotive, FST, that's full-size truck, for the new Ram I have on there. And, of course, there's a lot of historical Tundra content. Check that out, too. And then RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Let's see. Dill's Place says, thanks, Rob. Ang says, $38,000 is what I paid. Enjoy dinner. $7,000 profit, buddy. I don't know. Wild Coyote. Bye-bye. Automan Dan says, later, guys. Later, Dan. Justin Stevens says, good night, everyone. Wolfpack Studios says, darn, I missed it. You can watch it back. Philip Huggins says, bon appetit and bonne nuit. Let's see. Camaro Man 520 says, have a good night. Roberto, you too. Thank you. JD says, do you ever feel a clunk in your seat when hitting the brakes? I do not. Anyway, thanks to everybody for being on here. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great night. Stay safe. Bye.